Greetings, friends. My name is Brian Ewald, and I'm back here once again in Stevensville, Maryland at the PRS factory. And today we're going to check out the SE Ed Sheeran Hollowbody 1 Piezo Baritone. While most of you know Ed Sheeran as a Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter who spends most of his time on acoustic guitars, he actually has been playing PRS Hollowbodies for many years. As a matter of fact, a PRS was one of the first electric guitars he purchased when his career took off. This model came about when he was looking for a unique texture for the song Drive, which is a track that he and John Mayer wrote and recorded for the soundtrack of F1 the movie. Specifically, what he was looking for was a baritone version of a PRS piezo-equipped Hollowbody. The combination of those features results in an incredible tool for looping, songwriting, and solo acts looking for new sonic territories. But make no mistake, this guitar excels at delivering aggressive tones for modern players, offering both the extended range of a baritone and the acoustic textures from the piezo. And by the way, if you want to dive deeper than just this product demo, there's tons of great content on the PRS YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Before I get into the specs, I'd like to point one thing out. Where the SE Hollowbody 2 and standards are constructed with a 5-ply maple laminate top and back, this Hollowbody 1 actually starts with a fully solid maple carved top. It is also bound with a figured maple veneer. It also differs in that the body is constructed from a solid piece of mahogany with a flat back and a comfortable belly carve. It features PRS-designed tuners with wing buttons, a maple wide fat neck, a 22-fret bound rosewood fingerboard with bird inlays, 10-inch radius. The scale length is 27.7 inches, and the bridge is the PRS adjustable stop-tail piezo. Moving on to the electronics, we have a 3-way toggle switch for pickup selection and a master volume and master tone for the 8515S treble and bass humbuckers. And finally, this last knob controls the output level of the piezo acoustic tones. And having a look at the control plate down here, we have a mixed output which will send all of your electric and acoustic sounds out to one place. Or if you prefer to use a 2-cable method, your acoustic sounds will come out of this output, where your electric sounds will come out of the second jack. And you also have convenient access to the battery for the piezo element in here. One thing I'd like to point out is that when something is plugged in, it will be using battery, so I recommend to unplug your guitar when you're not playing it for longer battery life. So next, what I'd like to do is demonstrate the difference between the single cable method and the double cable method between your electric and acoustic sounds. We will be running our electric sounds into this Archon here, feeding an Archon cabinet off camera with a little bit of outboard reverb. For starters, I'm going to demonstrate the single cable method, which will run all of your electric and acoustic sounds to one place. Keep in mind though, because they are coming out of the guitar together, that any processing you do, reverbs, delays, and overdrives, will happen to all of the signals. First, you're going to hear just the piezo through the Archon, and then a blend of the piezo and the humbuckers, and finally just the humbuckers through the Archon, and I'll just be using the individual volume controls to change the sounds. With the two cable method, things get really fun. You can run both the electric sound and the acoustic sound to different places. Let's say your electric sound into this amp, and the acoustic could be run into a full range cabinet, straight to the PA, or as we're doing, into a DI box right to our recording interface. It really can sound like two guitars, and you can process them separately, which is awesome. So to do that, remember this cable right now is running to the Archon. I'm going to move that over to the magnetic output and take the one running to the DI and plug into the first jack. I'm going to go through those same sounds where you'll hear the piezo by itself straight to the recording interface. You're going to hear a blend of both together. And then when I get to just the electric pickups, I'm going to kick on some gain so you can hear how they sound blended. Now let's have a listen to these 8515S pickups by themselves, going into the clean channel of the Archon, starting with position 1, which gives us the treble humbucker. And here we have position 2, which is going to give us both of the humbuckers together. And position 3, which gives us the isolated bass humbucker. And now for something a little different, I'm going to hand this over to my buddy Tom Walls to show the heavier side of this baritone. Baritones have been a staple in quite a few genres for a long time. Obviously, the extended range, heavier stuff, country, funk, surf music. But I think it's important to understand it's such a big, beautiful texture that works really in any style of music. As someone who has been doing session work for a good chunk of my career, I have been relying on baritones as a not-so-secret weapon in the singer-songwriter world for decades. I'm so happy that Ed and the team here at PRS are bringing this instrument out for a new generation of players and songwriters to discover. As always, be sure to check out prsguitars.com for more information or to find a dealer near you where you can check one of these out. Now I'm going to bring my buddy Tom back to help me show off the heavier side of this killer guitar. Thanks for watching.